guest has joined?
Yes, so I think I'm just streaming it in a different this way. So I think we are ready to start. Yeah, we are ready to start, Vinny.
Okay, fine. Guest has Namaste, distinguished guest, chairperson, Yogi CA members, and the wonderful Yogi kids. I, CA Vinit Maru, is excited to welcome you all to the BCICI Yoga Fest organized under the patronage of Indian Embassy. This is a part of ongoing celebration of International Yoga Day by BCICI and today specifically to promote yoga among the children. The International Day of Yoga has been celebrated annually on 21st June since 2015. The address by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi in 2014 suggested that the day of 21 June, as it is the longest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere and shares special significance in many parts of the world, also popularly called summer solstice. Many of our Bahrain chapter members are avid yoga practitioners, and we have taken this special initiative to promote yoga. Children are ambassadors to future, and educating them about yoga is the best way to forward this wonderful initiative. I now invite our charismatic chairperson, CA Ajay Kumar, to address this energetic gathering.
So can you hear me clearly? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, CA Vinny. The respected chief guest of the day, Mr. Vikram Singh, Director of Ministry of Ayush. Respected guest of honor, Mr. Ravi Kumar Jain, Second Secretary of the Indian Embassy. Other dignitaries present, respected officials from the various schools, my fellow chartered accountants from BCICI, and all the dear children, a warm good morning to all of you. And welcome to today's Yoga Fest organized by the Bahrain chapter of ICI under the patronage of the Indian Embassy. First of all, I hope all of you are keeping safe, following all the safety protocols mandated by the Bahrain government to fight the COVID pandemic. It's quite unfortunate that we have to do it on the online channel, but then still we are doing it nevertheless. Let me start by first thanking, expressing my gratitude to His Excellency Piyush Srivastava, the Indian Ambassador to the Kingdom of Bahrain, for providing the patronage of the Indian Embassy for this event and really supporting with the organization of this event. So this event is born out of his wish to conduct a very special event for focused on the children. So thank you, sir, for that. As CA Vinit mentioned, I just want to recall the message that our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi had made at the UN General Assembly. I think it was in December 2014 when he said, yoga is an invaluable gift of India's ancient tradition. It embodies unity of mind and body, thought and action, restraint and fulfillment, harmony between man and nature, a holistic approach to health and well-being. It is not about exercise, but to discover the sense of oneness within yourself, the world, and the nature. By changing our lifestyle and creating consciousness, it can help in the well-being. Let us work towards adopting an International Yoga Day. So this is what his words were at that historic United Nations General Assembly session, and his earnest efforts resulted in the United Nations General Assembly declaring June 21st as the International Day of Yoga. So ever since the first International Day of Yoga was started in 2015, BCICI has been celebrating the International Day of Yoga, and I've always had the support of the Indian Embassy for our efforts. This year, we have gone one step ahead. The BCICI has decided to celebrate the entire month of June under the theme Yoga at Every Home. So as part of this, we are organizing a 108 Surya Namaskar challenge under the guidance of our immediate past chairperson, CA Mahesh Kumar Narayan, who has been training more than 25 BCICI members to achieve this difficult task. Just to give you the picture, we started with about 8 Surya Namaskar on the 1st of June, and as of today, we are at 80. And we are confidently looking at completing 108 Surya Namaskars on 25th of June. Besides today's event, we will also be having another celebration on the 7th International Yoga Day on the 25th of June. I now extend my warm welcome to Mr. Vikram Singh, Director of Ministry of Ayush, and thank him for joining us all the way from India for this event, representing the Ministry of Ayush. You might know Ayush stands for Ayurveda, Yoga and Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha and Homeopathy. This ministry was set up in November 2014 by our Honorable Prime Minister to ensure that the 5 traditional areas which are gifts from India to the world get the right level of focus, as well as globally, at the same time promoting them among Indians. So this is why it is important, we understand the value of all these Indian heritage, and I think especially the children, the future should understand the importance of all of these. I'm sure Mr. Singh will give more insights about the various initiatives by the Ministry of Ayush. I also warmly welcome Mr. Ravi Kumar Jain, the Second Secretary of the Indian Embassy. I wish to thank him for his efforts in coordinating the yoga events this month on behalf of the Indian Embassy with all the associations, the various Indian associations in Bahrain. Ever since he has joined the Indian Embassy since the beginning of this year, he has been a pillar of support for all the social initiatives that the BCICAI has been undertaking. Thank you so much, sir, for your support. As chairperson of Bahrain chapter of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, let me briefly introduce the BCICAI as well. It was established in 1986 and is primarily an association of Indian chartered accountants in Bahrain. We have membership about 450 qualified chartered accountants covering all levels of the corporate ladder and types of industries, right from a CEO to the CFO to auditor to businessman. Since November last year, we have been able to bring the examination center in Bahrain, with the exams being conducted primarily in 2 locations, the Indian Embassy and the Bahrain Institute of Banking and Finance. This has helped a number of students to undertake exams. Bahrain at the time when coming to India was very difficult. So we are also supporting with some coaching for students and presently also working to have formal training set up in Bahrain. So the results of the November exams were also very good, which reflects on the quality of the students that we have in Bahrain. So well done to all the students. We hope more students will join the CA course from Bahrain, taking benefit of the exam center here. Let me close by expressing my gratitude to CA Vineet Maru, BCICAI Executive Committee member, for taking up the role of the Master of Ceremonies. CA Ria Bansali, Joint Secretary of BCICAI, for handling the session on yoga for concentration, and Mrs. Gayatri Vishwanath for handling the highly awaited quiz on yoga. I also want to express my thanks to Mrs. Sandhya Pai from the Indian Embassy and CA Sharmila, BCICAI Secretary, for being the key people in the logistics arrangements related to that event. With this, I wish all of you to enjoy today's Yoga Fest, and thank you for your patient listening, and back to you, CA Vineet.
Thanks, CA Ajay, Chairperson, for the wonderful and informative address. When Prime Minister Narendra Modi talked about yoga, a lot of critics talked about that it is a soft power. That actually it should be looked at that we are a 5,000-year-old tradition, and we should not look at it as a daily habit rather than a soft power or whatever we are pursuing. Yoga in Hindi means addition, and we promise that today's session will definitely add a yoga value to our life. The Indian government on 21st June, with various partner of nation buildings, specifically Ministry of Ayush, organized various events and workshops to promote yoga in India and worldwide. Let us hear from our chief guest more about it. Our chief guest for today is Shri Vikram Singh Ji. Shri Vikram Singh is 2001 UPSC batch engineering service officer, an alumnus of Delhi University, an electrical engineer by profession. He has worked in various departments of the power sector. Presently, he is on central deputation to Ministry of Ayush and looking after the work of yoga and naturopathy section, IMPCL scheme, etc. He is supporter of blood donation and has donated blood many times. He organized camp every year in his office of posting on 23rd January on the birthday of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. He has also written a novel on the life of Shahid Bhagat Singh. His wider interests include running, biking, trekking, and writing. Shri Vikram Singh Ji, mic is yours.
Thank you, Vineet. Respected Shri Ravi Kumar Jain Ji, Shri Ajay Kumar Ji, CA Ria Bansali Ji, Mrs. Gayatri Vishwanath, other faculty members, students, children, and those who are connected, through this online system. Nowadays, we are habitual of getting into the virtual mode. I'll start with one quote from Patanjali. As we understand, yoga originated and propagated after Patanjali's Sutra. In 200 BC, he said, when you're inspired by some great purpose, some extraordinary project, All your thoughts break their bonds. Your mind transcends limitations. Your consciousness expands in every direction, and you find yourself in a new, great, and wonderful world. Dormant forces, faculties, and talents become alive, and you discover yourself to be a greater person, far better than you ever dreamed yourself to be. On the similar line, Helen Keller also said, man never values his abilities. He always looks for what he does not have. We cannot reduce weakness by focusing on them, but by focusing on our strengths, we can increase them. So the focus is on the strength. So yoga is one such things, that increases our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual strength. And there is a shloka in Sanskrit, न चोर हार्यम न च राज हार्यम न भ्रातृ भाज्यम न च भारकारी वयम कृत्य वृद्धत एवं नित्यम विद्याधनम सर्वधनम प्रधानम. It means it cannot be snatched away by a robber, cannot be snatched away by a king, cannot be divided among the brothers, not heavy to carry. If spent daily, it always keeps growing. The wealth of knowledge is the most precious wealth amongst everything. So, as students, we must acquire as much, knowledge as we can. And yoga can be one of such knowledges, one can acquire. Now, the question is how to start and where to start. So my suggestion is that we can start learning yoga through learning the common yoga protocol. What is this common yoga protocol? It's basically, a set of drills contains simple asanas, kriyas, and pranayam. It is specially designed by experts for all type of and all ages of people, starting from children to middle to old age. Everyone can easily, can be performed by everyone. The best thing about the CYP is that a lot of material is information, more of material and information is available online. If you can search common yoga protocol, then you can see, on the website of the ministry or Morarji Desai National Institute of Yoga, lot many material, very simplistic way they explain, these protocols. But only one request, that like any other wisdom or any other vidya, one should, learn from a person who has the knowledge of the subject. So it's a good idea to, rope in your teachers or yoga teachers or someone who is aware about these practices. Now, we always say that man is a slave of habits, then better be slave of good habits. So how you can do that? By adopting or making regular practice of yoga. This can be turned into a good habit. And the secret of learning, like we are many of like the participant today are teenagers. If I just share one small secret of adopting or learning things, is the लो लागत 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 भय भागत भागत भागत. लो लगना मीन्स किसी काम की धुन लगना. वन स्टार्ट्स लिविंग विद द आइडिया. पढ़ाई की भी धुन हो जाती है. कई बार ऐसे देखा गया है कि इवन द ऑर्डिनरी चाइल्ड ही बिकम्स एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी जब उसके अंदर लो लग जाती है. ही स्टार्ट थिंकिंग नो आई गो टू स्टडी, आई गो टू एक्वायर दिस, और आई गो टू he would like to advance in the class. So that way, जैसे ही हम put into our practice of yoga, we learn it and we start getting benefit out of it. As already told by previous speakers, like on the proposal of our honorable Prime Minister in the United Nations General Assembly, the United Nations General Assembly adopted a resolution unanimously to declare 21st June as International Day of Yoga. Now we have been celebrating this International Day of Yoga, in a big way since last, 6 years, and this would be the 7th edition. But due to prevailing conditions of pandemic last year also, and of course this year as well, this International Day of Yoga is being celebrated in the virtual mode. The theme of this IDY is Yoga for Wellness. We want everybody to be well, happy, and able to fight with the pandemic we are facing. But there are different activities which all of us, including the students and children, can participate. One of such activities, if I can tell you, is about those who are on the MyGov platform, like IDY quiz, pledge, discussion, and there is a jingle contest also where you can show your musical creativity and submit the entries, and then video campaign where you can post your 1-minute video doing yoga, and it is all wonderful to participate. Also, on the yoga portal, there is a dedicated portal prepared for yoga activities under the Ministry of Ayush. If you type, Google search on Ayush Ministry's yoga portal, you can get immediately the top one will be that, and you can find out different activities. There are at least 2 which are running at this moment. Is CYP Yogi campaign, in which you can post your video or photo doing the CYP drill. Or other is the cute yoga campaign, in which the parents can also share their kids creative while doing yoga. So I invite all of you to be part of these activities, and it's very nice to talking to you, and wish you all the best for this event, and let us join this International Day of Yoga on 21st June. And I will end by quoting Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and he said, devote a few days in a month to doing something better, something speedier, something of high quality, something which will make you proud, something which will make a poorer or suffering person life a little better. So with these words, we remember, let us do something which will make us proud. Thank you. Dhanyavad. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Vikram Singh ji, for such educating and moving address. We promise that today we will yoga something in our life, and you mentioning Common Yoga Protocol, CYP, as a thing which is something new for us. We are very happy that you inform us about this Common Yoga Protocol. We definitely promise that the Bahrain chapter and the Bahrain public will definitely encourage and participate in this in large numbers. Thank you. Thank you again. Thank you, Ministry of Ayush, for your support. I would like to just inform the audience that Shri Vikram Singh ji will have to leave the meeting. He has some other commitment.
No, he will leave after the guest of honor address. So,
okay.
We will have a picture taken before he leaves. So we will have a frame taken. So I would request him to just do such step. Thank you.
Sure. Thanks. Yeah. Now it's our turn for guest of honor address by Mr. Ravi Kumar Jain. Mr. Ravi Kumar Jain joined the Embassy of India, Bahrain in January 2021. He is the second secretary, and as a head of chancery, he is in charge of administrative issues. In addition, he is in charge of commercial and educational wing of the mission. Mr. Ravi Kumar Jain joined the Ministry of External Affairs in 2003. Prior to his current assignment, he has served in Indian embassies in Vietnam, Bhutan, and Slovenia. Mr. Ravi Kumar Jain, welcome to the meeting. Mic to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Am I audible clearly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can.
Okay. So, respected Mr. Vikram Singh ji, Director, Ministry of Ayush, and Chief Guest of the program, CA Ajay Kumar ji, Chairperson, and members of the Executive Committee, Bahrain Chapter of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, principals and teachers, yoga enthusiasts, guests, and all the children who have joined us today live. Good morning to all. First of all, I would like to thank the Bahrain chapter of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India for the wonderful initiative of organizing this event. Ambassador was very much looking forward to meet you all, especially the children, but he's not able to join because of his prior commitments. However, he has conveyed his greeting and best wishes to all of you. It gives me immense pleasure today to be a part of this Yoga Fest with exclusive focus on children. Our children live in a hurry of world of busy parents. School pressures, incessant lessons, video games, malls, and competitive sports. Am I right, children? Am I right? The bustling pace of our children's life can have a profound effect on their inner joy, and usually not for the better. Children's life have been upended by COVID-19. Now, for more than a year, they have been confined inside their homes. Everything that used to be a part of their routine before the pandemic, like schooling and play dates, has been moved to the digital screen. They are distanced from their friends and their classmates. Being with friends and peers introduces children to basic life skills such as communication, interpersonal relations, emotional reasoning, and creative thinking. Our kids are stressed, and as a father of 2 children, I am experiencing this. Yoga can help counter these pressures and can have nurturing effect on a child's growth. Rooted in ancient India, yoga exercises promote a unique blend of relaxation, mind-body healing, and physical development. When children learn techniques for self-help, they can navigate life's challenges with a little more ease. Yoga at an early age encourages self-esteem and body awareness with a physical activity that's non-competitive. Yoga is one of the most precious gifts given by the ancient Indian sages to the humankind. The embassy, in association with Indian associations, community members, as well as Bahraini yoga enthusiasts, has been celebrating International Day of Yoga every year since 2015, following its inception in United Nations General Assembly in 2014. This year also, with help of you all, we have organized a number of events. And I am happy that BCICAI has come up with this unique idea of organizing the yoga event with special concentration only on children. This definitely is the need of the hour, and the efforts of the BCICAI is really praiseworthy. I am sure that yoga for concentration session coming up next will immensely help the children and benefit them largely. I also take this opportunity to reiterate that Embassy is making all possible intervention in the interest of our children studying in Bahrain, such as conduct of exams, including exams for Institute of Chartered Accountants, Foundation, Intermediate, Final, JEE, 10th, 12th. Recently, Ministry of External Affairs has also announced a scholarship program for diaspora children. We have put details of the scholarship on our social media platform, and I'm sure that this scholarship might be useful for some of our diaspora students in Bahrain. I would also like to urge for vaccination of all eligible kids as early as possible, as it is necessary to counter and overcome the pandemic. I would like to thank the leadership and the government of Bahrain for providing free vaccination to children above 12 years of age. I'm sure that all the children will be eagerly waiting for the session and yoga quiz, which will be followed later. I once again congratulate the chairperson and the team behind this event for their effort in organizing this program. I also thank and congratulate school principals and teachers to motivate children to participate in the event. I would like to wish the children for the very best for the quiz competition and for their bright future ahead. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mr. Jain, for the address. We are really thankful to the Embassy of India and really encourage that the Embassy of India has encouraged that 100% vaccination of Indians in Bahrain. That's a very encouraging and soothing voice to hear that we can, as community, can say that we are 100% vaccinated. Very, very thank you for that. You mentioned that the importance of yoga in early age, and before that, Sri Vikram Singh ji said that man is an animal of habit, that we are driven by habit. So I think though that children, the youth age is the best time to develop habits, and that is the reason we have this today's session where we can inculcate yoga and that kind of yoga and Sanatan habits in our kids so that they can grow in that way. Very, very thankful to Mr. Jain. Thank you to Sri Vikram Singh ji. We are very thankful to Ministry of Ayush and Embassy of India to help us in today's event. We are extremely thankful.
We will try to take a picture now, Vineet, with all the dignitaries. So, and just give me a minute, and my ExCom members who are here, if you can also switch on your cameras. Sharmila, you're there? Yes. I can see Santosh. Yes. And Clifford ji, if you are there, if you can switch on your camera. Clifford and Bharat, if possible. Okay, I think they are not on camera, so I will just go ahead now. Okay. Can smile for the camera.
Say yoga.
So I think just one more. Yeah, yoga now, I can say.
Yoga is fine.
Yoga.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Ajay ji.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
So as Vineet was saying, I think our chief guest Sri Vikram Singh ji and our guest of honor Mr. Ravi Kumar Jain, they will have to leave now for their other commitments. But thank you so much, sir, both of you, for thanking and joining and giving some important messages. I think I'm sure children are very, I mean, there are a whole range of children that were there attending today, but I think all of them would have taken some message or the other. So back to you, Vineet.
Thank you very much, and wish you all the best.
Thanks.
Thanks, Chairperson C. Ajay Kumar. Definitely, as you said, that we have there are a lot of takeaways in today's session, and the yoga workshop start now. Now it's time for yoga workshop for children. But before that, I want to introduce our yoga instructor. If you ask any of my fellow degree holders about their work, it will range from auditors, accountants, bankers, and stop there. But our today's yoga instructor is a CM member. She is a joint secretary of BCICAI Executive Committee, YouTuber, painter, a tax consultant at Big Four firm. And if you think they are enough hat to don, she is a founder of yoga-based wellness startup Ryog. Ryog was founded in 2016 by CA Ria Bansali. She is a yoga instructor and a life coach who has trained more than 3,500 people in India and Middle East. She has trained corporates, educational institutions, NGOs, and has been teaching for last 5 years. She has a YouTube channel, Ria Bansali, is also with aim to reduce with pain in people life. Her YouTube channel is from the name of Ria Bansali and Instagram handle is from Ryog. CA Yogi Riya Bansali, stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, CA Vineet Maru, for the handover. That was a lovely introduction. Good morning to all the people who are attending today. I'm so excited to see the numbers. But firstly, thank you, the chief guest, the guests of honor, and BCICI for giving me this opportunity to hold this session. And I'm so excited. As I was scrolling through all the screens, I could see so many people already on their desks, eagerly waiting to start. And the numbers are really encouraging. So thank you, BCICI Chairperson and the committee for organizing this wonderful session and also giving me this opportunity. Now, I'm so excited to see like so many chats happening. Everyone's so enthusiastic about it. Some of you may have already gone through some of my sessions, which I have posted for kids before, for children, for concentration. And today is just an expansion of that as a part of the yoga celebration. Now, I just want to briefly say that, you know, how this came about to me. I feel like there was a point in my life when I was doing my college where you all will be coming soon and you're going to face a little more pressure than maybe you face in school. And that's when I got to know about yoga because I couldn't deal with the pressure. And when some of my teachers and my mentors recommended me yoga, that's how I got introduced to this technique myself. And I used it tremendously for my education. You will, of course, hear people use it for fitness, for physical health, well-being, for meditation, for so many aspects like that. But today, what I really wanted to tell all of you is that it's beyond that. Yoga is beyond that, and it can be used in every aspect of your life. And to share specifically how yoga will help you, I have conducted and designed this session. Now, one of the best part is, since the session is being recorded, please don't take notes or, you know, jot it down anywhere. Just focus on listening completely. The session is recorded and is going to be posted on YouTube. Also on my channel, I already have these techniques spoken about. So feel free to ask as many questions as you want to. So you get to like deal with that question and get the answer personally from me rather than focusing on jotting it down, and just try to live and experience this. I've also taught these techniques in a lot of educational institutes, and a lot of people have come back to me saying that, you know, they have gotten like better increased concentration. And I personally have finished my CA, Chartered Accountancy degree, using these techniques every time. The best part I feel about these techniques is basic. Of course, it's not designed by me. These are old age, ancient techniques. I have not designed it. I have just compiled it together in a small session so that I can tell you what you can do instead of doing the 100 other things which can also benefit you. But I'm just putting it in a small capsule for you to take the benefits, maximum benefits out of it in the shortest period of time, because I know you're already Zoom fatigued, you're already burdened with so many things. So you will not be able to find out so much time for other, you know, aspects. So these are all the benefits which are capsuled into a short span of time. I hope you're all looking forward for it. I just want to know, let's start with a question. You can just type in the comments box. Have you previously anytime practiced yoga or any breathing techniques? This is just a fun question to know that how much of the audience is actually believing into it already. So that's great. I'm getting a lot of answers already, and mostly all of them are yes. So that's great. So for those of you who have been practicing and have been typing yes, this is going to be easier for you to adapt. And maybe whatever skills that you've already learned, you can grow on that. You don't have to necessarily leave behind what you have learned. You can do that and this. And for those of you who are saying no, trust me, this is going to be very beneficial. It's very easy. And it's going to be the simplest thing that you practice. Now, when you can practice this, okay, that's the question. Now, what I used to do is, I was a person, when we take breaks between studying or when we are getting up, we're not very charged up. So the moment, you know, we open our books, we feel like, we're still thinking about the movie we saw last night, or the food we had, or the conversation we had with people, right? So we're often very distracted. So what is focus all about? It's just being the present and just learning the thing, or reading or grasping the thing that you have in front of you in the shortest period of time. That's increased focus, right? Somebody can learn one chapter in maybe 1 hour, and the other person can learn in half an hour, right? Do you agree? Have you spoken to your friends and ever spoken to them about, how quickly they have learned, but you have taken so much time, and then you say, yeah, because I was not in the mood, or I was tired and my concentration was less. So this is the common problem that we're going to address today. So basically, we're working on putting all your concentration just to the thing that is in front of you, and going to focus completely on that, which will help you grasp the things that you take maybe a longer time and putting it into a shorter time. So that's the focus of this. I'm going to be teaching you 3 techniques, okay? In terms of yoga, we call it Kriya. Okay, you can of course Google it. And in 3 pranayams, which means breathing exercises. All of this will help your mind, which has a lot of thoughts coming in and going out, which is distracting you from your books in front of you, to help you narrow down and come back, stay focused. All right. Now, this yoga session, because I know most of you are already sitting on table and chairs, and I know that's where you're generally studying. Okay. Unlike, there are some people who prefer to study on the bed. What I've done is I especially not sat on a yoga mat. I just want to prove it to you that I have also chosen my study desk to show you how I'm actually going to teach you yoga. So this is basically a setup that you can do while you're sitting on the chair or you're sitting on the floor. You don't need a yoga mat for it. You don't need some extra time for it. Whenever you are studying on your study table, just for 5 minutes, if you do these techniques, that's more than enough. Now you can do this. I'm getting a lot of messages saying that I sit on my bed. Okay, which is also fine. My only point to prove this to you is that this can be done anytime. You don't have to take out your yoga mat, roll it out, spend 1 hour. And I'm seeing a lot of personal messages to me where people are sharing that they're doing a lot of yoga exercises already. So maybe whatever techniques I explained to you today, you can add on to that. All right, so we're going to quickly start with the first 3 kriyas, okay? Or we're going to say techniques for that. So now what happens is we're going to take our right thumb and tap it between your eyebrows. Now what happens here is we're trying, here they say our minds and our thoughts are. So what we're trying to do is going to try and consolidate all the thoughts into one spot and focus in one place. When that happens for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then when you open your eyes and when you start studying, that's when it's going to be beneficial for you. All right. So this is called Kapal Randra Dhauti, which means clearing your mind of any thoughts that you have. Now, all of these names might sound very intimidating or very technical or very difficult for you, which is fine. You don't have to worry about the name. In case you want, you can, of course, go back to the YouTube link, which was going to be provided, and then you can refer to these techniques again. So what I want you to do is let's start. Okay, and then I'm going to also ask you about the experience that you had. Everyone, I want your back straight, okay, and your hands free. I don't want your hands one on the camera or on the book or anything like that. So I want you to keep your back straight, okay, and make sure your shoulders are not down. So if you can just observe my shoulders, I hope your shoulders are not down and your shoulders are rolled back up, okay. So this is just to make sure that your spine, your backbone is straight. All right. Now, you can, of course, message me later. We have a question and answer session also. You can unmute yourself after the technique and ask me questions. But right now, just try and focus on the technique itself. Now, what we're going to do is, we have a lot of thoughts all over our mind. What we're trying to do is trying to bring it here in the center between our eyebrows. Now, there's a reason why there's a right thumb that is used, but that's maybe for a later day. Today, let's try to focus only on the technique and see how it helps. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your right thumb. You're going to first close your eyes. Just watch me. and very simply tap on your forehead. All right. Now you don't have to just touch and bring it, or neither do you have to press it too hard and bring it. It has to be a gentle, firm touch, and then you release it. All right. Now this is what you're going to do. Can you see there's some red mark which is here? So it's like bringing all the blood flow into one spot here. All right. So this is what you're going to do very slowly for 10 times. And once you're done, you're going to close your eyes and try to feel the area between your eyebrows. That's all we're going to do. Okay. Very simple. There's nothing more to it. Try to keep your back straight. I can see some people still sitting like this. That's not going to help too much. So try to keep your back straight. Try to keep your thumb out. And now let's all start together with the eyes closed. Tap 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now keep your eyes closed. You can keep your hands down. And just try to feel the area or concentrate on the area between your eyebrows. Your back still needs to be straight. Keep your eyes still closed, everyone. We're going for round number 2, again 10 times. Take your right thumb, repeat 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your hand down. Your eyes are still closed. Again, repeat, concentrating between your eyebrows. Try to keep your back straight. Take your right thumb again. We're repeating round number 3. 10 more times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping your hand down, back straight, and eyes still closed. Focus between your eyebrows. For 30 more seconds, we're just going to focus. Slowly, you can open your eyes. So tell me in the comments if you liked it, if you felt like, your head was a little lighter, or any other experience, that you would like to share. I would definitely want to know. Now, see, what will happen is, if you are sitting to study maybe today, yeah, that's okay. Dhanya said she feels light and you feel really calm. Now, as you can know, this barely took us maybe a minute or 2 minutes maximum. All right. What this does is, even though you've just finished your break, we all take breaks, or you've come out from playing, or you watched a very nice movie and you're still thinking about that movie. So even when you're going to look at your book, you're going to be thinking about the same thing, and that's going to take you longer to learn. Yeah, you'll feel relaxed even in your eyes and in your head. That's great. A lot of nice feedbacks. I hope you practice this. Now, what you can do is, the moment you come out from a break, just sit, just tap, and then you'll feel that, those thoughts are going away, and you're able to just use the time that you've allocated for your studies. All right. Now, this is called Kapal Randra Dhauki, for those of you who want to Google it or, research more about it. That's this, and we're trying to clear the head area. Now, the second technique is also very good for your eyes. It's very good for your concentration, and it's very good for your headaches. For those of you who experience frequent headaches, the next exercise is called Tratak exercise. Thank you so much for writing in, saying that you felt something between eyes, you felt refreshing. I'm reading all the comments. So it's very nice to see that. Now, this next exercise is very exciting. It might take me time to explain, but it'll take only a minute for you to practice. Okay, so let's listen carefully to the instructions. What we're going to do is we're going to try and focus on one very small point. Okay, the point can be anything. The name of the second technique is Tratak. Okay, and it can be used using the sun. Okay, using the moon, and using any point anywhere on even your wall or on your paper. So I'm going to not, because we're not able to demonstrate outdoors today, well, I'm going to leave the sun and the moon outside. But if you want to know more about that, you can search it on my YouTube channel and you'll know how to do the Tratak exercises outside. But today we will focus only and only on, my head hurts a little. Okay, if your head is hurting a little, Harshan has just written, just tap it like this, okay? Sometimes the concentration is too much and the blood flow increases too much. So just tap very lightly like this. So then you'll feel fine after some time. If not, just message me again. All right. So now what we're going to do is, what does Tratak mean? It's again like how we focus our energy here. We're going to focus on a point which is external. Okay, now that point can be anything. For those of you who have a candle at home, you can use it using the candle. Today, I'm going to teach you how to do it using a pen and a dot on your paper. So if you can just quickly, everyone grab a small piece of paper. Okay, I'll show you how small it can be. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear a little piece of paper, right this much. And I have made a dot with my black pen here. Okay, it's really small. That's what I want to show you, how tiny it can be. If you don't want to use a paper and you just have a pen, you can also use a pen which is kind of pointed, okay, as opposed to a pencil which is like blunt. So I want the pen to be pointed. So I'm sure all of you either have access to a paper for which you can draw a dot, and I'm going to tell you how to use both the techniques. Okay, so quickly, guys, just go and grab it. I'm sure it'll be, yeah, you can use sticky notes. You can use anything that is available. You can also use a pen. Okay, but it has to be very pointed. And I'm just going to give you 30 seconds because I'm going to start explaining them. So I'm sure most of you are already is mind pointed. I cannot see all of your screens, Pranay, but please judge for yourself as to if it's pointed or not. All right, done. Great. Perfect. Yeah, I can see Shiva. Yeah, perfect. Okay, now this, I'm going to start now. You can use a pointed pencil. Yeah, you can, but I don't want anything done. All right, everyone, please, you all are smart. You know what a dot means and what a pen means. Please grab it for yourself. I'm going to focus on the technique now. Now, the second technique is called what? Tratak. I'm going to place this in front of me. Okay, right now there's a camera, so I'm not able to place it in front of me, but all of you will place it in front of you, or you will place the pen in such a way that it is in front of you. All right. This may not happen immediately. You might have to change a little bit settings. So just bear with me. I'm going to hold it in my hand. I don't want you to hold it in your hand. And this can also be done using a candle. And candle gives you more effect, but make sure nothing is like down. Your eyes should not go down. Your eyes should be here. So either you keep it on a raised platform, or you sit down and then you keep it on a table. Then Niven, my name of the YouTube channel is Riya Bansali. We will share a link. So just focus on the exercises now. All right, we'll share all the details that you need. And so you're going to hold it here. Okay, so suppose I'm going to do with the pen because it's easier and everyone can see me. You can place the dot in front of you. It has to be at eye level. Okay, it has to be at eye level. Now what you have to do is you have to stare at the point without blinking. Okay, now once you feel like blinking, you know, your eyes may get watery or your eyes may start hurting. For some people, you'll feel like behind the eye muscles are kind of hurting you. At that time, you just gently close your eyes, but don't do this. Okay, don't rub your eyes. Don't do any of that. You just have to. Okay, so if I'm concentrating, if I feel my eyes are watery, I will just close my eyes. Again, you will open. You will focus. My eyes are becoming watery. Close. Open, close. Okay. Now, the benefit here is the maximum head hurts. Yes. So you, Lakshya is saying to me that the head hurts. That is possible. What you will do instead is you will reduce the duration of your eyes opening. So you'll open it for a very short time, close it for a very short time. Open, close, open, close. All right. Our exercises. Yeah, this is also an exercise for the eye. Side of the head hurts. Yeah, because you're exercising the eye muscles. See, when you're exercising or you're playing football or basketball and when you're dancing, your muscles hurt, right? Sometimes you feel tired next day. So this is an exercise for the eye and your eye muscles may hurt. That's very normal, which is why I said, go for a shorter duration. Is everyone with me? All right, is everyone following? Because we're going to start now. All right. Place, what will happen? You will see what will happen. Let's discuss that a little later. Everyone back straight. Okay. Back straight with whatever you've chosen, either the pen or the paper with the dot. Open your eyes, try to put it on eye level. And now, since I can't see all of you together, you're smart enough to judge when your eyes are watering. Gently close your eyes at that. Slowly again, open up after 5 to 10 seconds. And close. Whenever your eye is watering, close it and repeat this exercise 5 times. The more you're able to keep your eyes open, the more better. I'm going to have a look at all the screens if anyone's doing something wrong. But please continue your practice. You don't have to look at me. You can just continue to look at the dot. Whenever your eyes are watering or it's hurting, close. Vineet Kumar, you got disconnected. Okay, Vineet, no problem. Just try to focus on any pen or a pointed element that you have. All right. If you're done with 5 times, everyone just keep your eyes closed and try to visualize the dot in your mind, like, with your eyes closed or so you're looking at the dot. Avoid touching your eyes or rubbing your eyes. It's natural for it to hurt. This is an exercise for the eyes. Once you're done, rub both your hands. Create a lot of heat. Place it on your eyes. Very gently. You're not pressing your eyes. You're just covering your eyes, okay? Keep them covered for 2 minutes. Again, try to imagine that the paper or the dot is in front of you. You're not pressing your eyes. You're only covering it, making the light stop, okay? You can slowly remove your hands. And this is simple, right? So tell me, what did you feel? Is your eye still hurting? Do you feel relaxed? What do you feel? Yeah, it's good, right? Headache. Yes, Pranay, you may feel a slight head feeling heavy. Okay, this is very common because this is maybe the first few times that you're actually actually exercising your eyes. So guys, this is also good for all of you because currently everything is on Zoom. I assume that your classes are on Zoom. So you're going for a lot of virtual screen time. All right. Also, you're playing on the phone or using your laptops for some research work. So that's very common to happen, but it's fine. Okay. All right. So I think there's some setting change that is happening. I'm not able to view myself. Fine. All right. So it's great. Even better. Yeah. When you feel blank, you feel blurry. That's fine. If you feel itchy, okay, somebody has written, you feel itchy, there's a lot of tendency to do that. But instead of that, you can just tap on your eyes, okay? Avoid to itch your eyes because it's not good for your eyes to do that. All right, I feel relaxed. That's great. Somebody has also written, my eye were hurting small above. I feel better. See, the more you practice, the more longer you're going to be able to stay with your eyes open, and also you're going to get better results because you're going to feel very calm. A lot of people, why I used to do this, of course, before my studies, before sitting for studies, and this barely takes a minute, but also before going to bed. Okay, if you're not feeling sleepy or you're very tensed before your exams, you can just do this technique and you can just see you'll fall asleep much better. Also, if you're having frequent headaches, that's going to go away slowly as well. Of course, it will not happen overnight, but with practice. So great. Let's move on to the third technique. This is kind of a life coaching technique rather than a yoga technique, but this has helped me so much. All right. So now I have a book in front of me. Now, this is something that you will have to assess without me. Okay. So just make sure you're hearing very well. And what happens is, see, my book is here. This is my book. I'm sitting for studying and my head is in this position. All right. So I'm looking down. Now, what happens is also your neck is getting strained, your shoulders are getting strained, but we have three types of personalities, okay? One is a visual personality, one is an audio personality, and one is a kinesthetic personality. Almost more than 50% of us belong to the visual category, okay? Which means the moment somebody says that, my school bag is pink in color, you will imagine a pink color school bag in front of you. So you're thinking with your eyes, all right? Nobody has shown you the bag or nobody has shown you how your classroom looks like, but you actually think using your eyes. So what happens is, for a visual person, now there is a test for this, a very simple test for which you can determine which kind of personality you are. Of course, we cannot do the test right now, but if you want, I can email it to you if you get in touch with me, and you can assess it yourself. And mind it, this test also changes, since when the personality changes, the test also changes, and you can change your personality type. So in brief, let me tell you what you have to try at home. For a visual person, if the book is placed somewhere here, okay, at the eye level, if the book is placed here, you're going to be able to read faster, grasp faster, understand faster. If you're an audio person, if you like music a lot, if you're a lot into music, instruments and things like that, if you hold your book slightly below the eye level, it's going to be faster. And also if you're going to read aloud, today is a yoga session, so that's going to affect your learning and your concentration faster. If you are a kinesthetic person, okay, which means you deal a lot with feelings and things, if you keep your book lower, that's going to be beneficial. Now, what is the problem here is, when a visual person keeps the book down, you read slower, you grasp slower, you take time for all the things that you do. I had the same problem. And when I learned this, all right, I started to place my book here. Trust me, guys, this technique works wonders. Now, you cannot judge yourself within a day. Okay, maybe in 2 or 3 days, or maybe a week, you have to go to assess yourself. What you have to do is, you will, if you all drop me your email address, I can forward you that test and then you can take it yourself. Like some of you are messaging again. I'm going to explain it again. Don't worry, we're not done with the technique yet. 3 types of personality. Here's the visual, here's the auditory, and here's the kinesthetic. Fine, 3. What you are going to do is, maybe you will take your book every day, and there are a lot of stands like this. Let me just show it to you, that I used to use when I used to study, and you get it in like a lot of galleries and like stationery shops where you can place your book, so you don't have to literally hold it up. What you can do is, you're going to take maybe one chapter and time yourself how much time you take to just read it, not learn it, read it. You can take any chapter, place your book here and time yourself. Place your book here and time yourself. Place your book here and time yourself. You have to repeatedly record this for over a week. And then wherever you take the shortest amount of time to read the same thing, that's where your personality, that's when you can realize where you read faster and grasp things faster. And that's where you need to place your book. Now, of course, when you're writing your exam, this is not going to help, but at least when you're learning, when you're revising, when you're re-revising, or you just want to read anything, this is going to be easy. Right now, since we're all virtually studying, I believe all your notes are going to be, you know, at a visual level. For a visual person, it's amazing, but for a kinesthetic person who likes to read it like this, it's not good. So this is a technique that you have to kind of assess for yourself. This is a small technique. So the first technique which I taught you was this, the Kapalrandra Dhauti. The second one was the Tratak with the pen and the dot. And the third one is an exercise that you have to use yourself. I can see a lot of people are emailing me messaging me their email ID. I'm sorry, I will provide you my email address, and then, you know, maybe you can get in touch with me. And then I can maybe just make a group and then forward it to you or reply to you, right? I'll not be able to pick up from the direct message, so please don't expect that I will be able to pick up all the email addresses. There are too many of you who are interested in this. All right, now quickly I'm going to show you, like, this was the Kriya exercise, okay, the techniques. Now I'm just going to quickly run you through 3 breathing exercises which I think are very important. All right, everyone, just keep your back straight. All right, again, so in yoga, every time you'll hear any teacher say that your back needs to be straight, back needs to be straight. All right, and that helps directly with your concentration in your mind. Why is it not good to itch your eye? You're actually irritating the eye muscles, okay, and also a lot of dirt goes inside your eyes, so it's highly not recommended. And when your muscles are exercising, you can blink like this, okay, to let that irritation go, but not itch the eye. Right, guys, let's focus on the breathing exercises. I have explained all of these techniques in detail on my YouTube channel, so you can just go or maybe Google all of this. I've provided you all the names. Let's quickly go because we're running short of time, and we also need to have question and answers. Great. Now, what you're going to do, you're going to sit with the back straight, no support on the chair, no support on the chair, keep the back straight, and we're all going to close the eyes. And when I say 1, 2, 3, you all will breathe in. When I say 3, 2, 1, you will breathe out. Is everyone okay? Show me a thumbs up. Okay, perfect. All right. So everyone, eyes closed. And let's start breathing in. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. Everyone, now keep your eyes closed and count the same way that I was counting in your mind. If you have lost count, start counting again the same way I was counting. 1, 2, 3, and 3, 2, 1. Keep focusing on your breath. You can gently open your eyes. All right. Now, what did this exercise do, or how did you feel? I would like to know. And then I'll explain you the benefits of this. I'm going to read the comments. So, superb. But what did you feel? You felt relaxed, okay? Manvi from 12A, cool. It was calming and it was relaxing. All right. So this technique also, energy and power, that's so nice, Gaurav. All right. So what this technique does is essentially, see, when you're disturbed, okay, or you're very angry or very irritated or something has happened either in school or somebody's told you something and then you just have to do your homework or you're very tensed, okay, and you have to study one night before the exam, what's going to happen is it's not going to allow you. So we're going to regulate the breaths to bring your and calm your mind down. I also feel sleepy. Perfect. This is also something that I was looking for. This technique can be used in 2 places. It's basically to calm your mind down. If you're feeling too tensed, even in an exam hall, I used to use these techniques in the exam hall. So I just used to sit when everyone used to be tensed. All I used to do is just count in my mind 1, 2, 3, 3 to 1. And then it really calms your mind. And once you get your exam paper or you get your test paper or you get something which is very important, which you have to deal with complete concentration, the panic will go out, right? And now the second place where I used to use it is when I was not getting sleep. And you know, you need very good amount of rest before you appear for your exams or an important day. It could be an interview, it could be your college applications, it could be so many things. So what you do is you lie down on your bed and in the same way, just count 1, 2, 3 and 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. And within 5 minutes, you will fall asleep. So this technique basically calms your mind down. If you're lying down on your bed and you're doing it, it's going to make you fall asleep and have a good night rest. If you're sitting and doing it upfront, it will just calm your mind and will help you focus and take the panic element out. Nothing, it's not working because we've done it for a very short time, Satakshi. So don't worry, I get angry a lot when I play video games. This might also help in you playing better video games. I've heard a lot of video game challenges are there. So try these exercises. See, nothing will happen like in one session when we've barely done it for 30 seconds. Maybe you can do it for 2 minutes itself and see the result. All right. Test link in the chat here. I don't have a link yet for all those of you requesting. I will share it shortly. We will find a way to make it reach. All right. Now, the next one is the Brahmari Pranayam, which is the humming bee pranayam, which is also very amazing in just bringing in vibrations and energy in your body. Okay. So what you're going to do is very easily, just watch me first. I'm placing first fingers on my eyes, second beside my nose, third on my upper lip, fourth below my lip, and you're going to use your thumbs to block your ears. So your hands are going to be like this, and then you're going to breathe in and hum very loudly like this. And the longer you go, the louder you go, the better it's going to be. Once you're done with this exercise for 3 times, you just keep your eyes closed and just feel all the vibrations that are happening. So hand position, you're going to breathe in as much as you can. You're going to exhale, okay? And the louder you are, the better. And the longer you are, the better. All right, so everyone, let's give it a shot. Very gently, you're going to place the first finger on the eye, second beside your nose, third upper lip, fourth lower lip, and let's block the ears using the thumb, and let's start. Remove your hands, keep them down. Keep your eyes closed. And just breathe. Try to feel the vibrations and the energy that you've created. Gently rub both your hands. Place it on your eyes. And rub. Thank you. Somebody just wrote, wow, what a great yoga session. I can't breathe. I do it. I didn't understand your question. So great. So what did you guys feel? Let me know. Did you feel like it was energizing? Did you feel the vibrations? Yes, you will feel a little drowsy, but if you continuously keep doing it and you also increase the length of the time that you stay, you'll feel a lot refreshing, and you'll also feel a lot of energy in your face area, especially. Sleepy, very sleepy. It'll happen initially. Don't worry about that. But in later on, you'll start to feel the vibrations, and you'll also start to feel the energy. Okay. So what this exercise does is any thing that you're externally focusing on, you try to go more within yourself, more deeper. And because of the humming sound, how to increase memory, this will automatically happen. It's like a bee in my ear. Yes. So this is also in English, it's called the humming bee exercise. So what this does is, because we're creating so much vibration inside your body, your entire focus from outside goes completely inside. How this will help you? Okay. A simple example, when you're giving your exams, especially in countries which are not so quiet like Bahrain, okay, you'll have a lot of distractions which are outside, maybe honking noises, or maybe a lot of people in your examination hall are creating noises, or you're getting distracted with all of that. So it's to help you concentrate on what you have in hand, like your exam paper or your applications or anything that you're dealing with. Despite of all the distractions that's happening outside, you can just help focus. Now someone's written to me, I cannot keep my back straight. What you can do is use a wall initially, and then later you'll be able to keep your back straight. And that's great. I know all languages. That's fine. All right. So this is what's going to help you. You can do. Thank you so much, Shivali, for the comment. And now this is what I actually love. And if you're not able to keep your hands up for a very long time, and you're also in an environment, when you have a lot of people around, you may not be able to do with so much noise. So what you can do instead is, you're just going to sit with your back straight. And if anyone's feeling a lot of difficulty, you can keep your back on the wall, and then just very lightly in your mind, just say, hum like this. So this exercise is called Brahmari. You can do that, when you're in a space where nobody minds you making noise. But when you're like in an examination hall, or where you feel like a lot of people are already there, and you'll not be able to do it with so much action, you can just sit calmly and keep your back straight and just hum like 3 times. Make sure whenever you stop, you focus on the vibrations inside, because that's what is going to help you. I could not hum with my nose closed. You don't have to close your nose. You just have to keep it to the side. See, this is closing my nose. This is just keeping to the side. We just have to keep it to the side. All right. I've got great comments coming in. Thank you so much. So let's just revise quickly what all we studied. Can you all be very active on the chat and let me know the first technique that we did? Yes, it's very powerful breathing exercise. Best yoga session. Thank you so much. So I want to know, what we did in the first one. Maybe you don't know the name of it. Thumb on the head. Yes, it is called the 3 tapping exercises. Maybe we can, call it that. All right. So you do it 10 times for 3 times, right? Yes, thumb on the head, number 1. Let's go for number 2. We can call it the gazing exercise because tratak means gazing. All right, focus on the dot or the point. If you want to know for the sun and the moon, this is all there on the YouTube channel. You'll know what to do, what not to do. I'm not going to focus on that because we all are indoors right now. Best. All right, dot 1, correct. Okay, that you focus and you're going to not blink 5 times and try to cover your eyes. Somebody's trying to know the Sanskrit name for tapping. That's Kapal Randra Dhauti. Okay, Dhauti means cleaning, Kapal means head. So you're cleaning your head. And the third one is the exercise that you have to do. All right. So what are you going to do? You're going to place the book for 1 week, top, middle, down. All right. No, everyone's talking about the breathing exercises already. This is the Kriya part, the first session that we took. All right. And then for the pranayam, the 3 exercises. First is 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Now, if you're somebody who's into athletics and you play already, you can also go up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure whatever count you're doing it equally. All right, that's the equal breathing exercise. Second one is which one? Guys, come on. It's yes. Look into the book. No. Look into the book is gone. The second one, the second breathing exercise is the bee exercises, the humming bee, right? So you have to do that. The bee exercises 3 times and focus on the vibrations. And the last one, if you're not able to do the humming bee, Amira, that's correct. Hasina, yes, it's Tratak. And the third one is when you're doing the humming silently. All right, so you're just doing it for yourself. Now, I know today we took a lot of time to do these sessions, but trust me, when you're actually sitting to study, you're going to quickly, what you can do is you can start with, let me just summarize it. Yes, Tratak is on my YouTube channel. So what we're going to do is, when you're studying, okay, now let's get to the practical aspect. I hope you all practice this and then it will literally take you 5 minutes. So you sit down to study wherever, on your bed, on your chair, on your sofa. Go for this exercise first, okay? Do Tratak. Follow it by the thumb tapping exercise. And the book position, you will already assess it within a week and you will know yourself, all right? And then, if you feel your concentration is still not there, go for equal breathing, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Go for the humming exercises. If you're outside somewhere, very lightly, and then you can start. Always end it like with rubbing your hands and then placing it on your eyes. All right. And then you can, within 5 minutes, help yourself to concentrate better. So if you have any questions, you can ask me on, I have my Instagram handle, Riyog, RIYYOG, where you can follow me. I reply to all my direct messages, which I get. Or my YouTube channel, which is Riya Bansali. Oh, thank you. You like the humming bee exercise. So I will just in the chat place both of my IDs probably where you can kind of find me. And I reply to all my messages. So please make sure you're not just spamming, you're genuinely wanting to ask something. If there's anyone wanting to ask a question, please go ahead. We can take a couple of questions before you move on to your session.
I would actually want everybody to do a namaste pose, so if it is possible, people who are on video, can you just give me a nice namaste for everybody? It's okay. Can you do it, including Riya and everybody? Namaste.
Namaste.
Very nice namaste. Yes, thank you.
If you can also can you all do this? We can take a pose with this, maybe a little sideways with the eyes closed.
That's a good idea, yeah.
And we have one more pose actually. If this is done, Ajay, we can also do with the humming bee pose.
Yes, sure. One more.
Can you just hold on for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Let us know when you're ready, Sharma.
Yeah, that's so. Because I wasn't ready and suddenly, okay. Yeah, can you
Alright, so
explain it?
namaste.
Yeah, please with a namaste again, please. All kids, namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.
All kids, everyone, let's just do the thumb tapping exercise. And the humming bee pose. And is this okay, Sharmila?
Just hold on. Just be there in the pose, please. Yeah, thank you.
So you've gotten all 3 pictures?
I guess I got the last one
Yes, yes.
and the namaste one.
Did you get this? I would really like to see everyone doing this.
Got it.
Yeah, all right. So if anyone has any doubts, you can message me and then we can solve that. Hopefully, I also will maybe conducting a summer camp session. So you'll find all the details on my Instagram or social media. So thank you all for a great session and such an interactive one. And over to you, Ajay, Sharmila, and Vineet.
Over to Vineet.
Thanks, Ria, for the session. I sincerely wish that we could have this guidance and more knowledge regarding yoga and meditation when we were kids. Not only this could have helped me more in physical strength, but the increased concentration would have helped me in studying much better. And the time which if I learned a chapter in 60 minutes, after this, I think I could have learned in 30 minutes and could use the remaining time to play. As they say, it's never late to learn new. We can start now. But kids, don't use this late logic for your classes. Thanks, Ria. I would normally say that your excitement to teach the kids in yoga is unmatched, but today the excitement was equally matched by the eagerness of the kids to learn them. Great to see this, Sangam.
Thank you, Vineet. Thank you, everyone.
Now we will go to the Q&A session. Any of the kids or children who want to ask any question?
I think it was taken as we were doing the session, so I think we'll probably we are at 11:25 already.
Okay, fine.
So I think Ria has already shared her contact details in terms of the channels and other things. So anybody who wants to there, you can go and connect with her.
Sure. Now, thanks, Ria. Thanks, C. Ajay Kumar. And now let's go to the one of the awaited part of any session, the quiz session. Our quiz master for today is Mrs. Gayatri Vishwanathan. Mr. Gayatri Vishwanathan is an avid quizzer and one of the BCICI Quiz Club lead coordinator, famous for her liking for trivia. She is a regular participant and winner at many quiz events. She is a homemaker from Bahrain whose passion includes books, food, and films. She also dabbles in poetry, and few of them have been published in anthologies. She loves watching tennis and cricket, and ardent fan of Chennai Super Kings. I think, Gayatri, you have a busy day today, India versus New Zealand. Yeah. Again, to the quiz master, Gayatri ji.
Thank you, Vineet. At the outset, let me just thank BCICI for the opportunity, and it's an honor to be with you all celebrating the International Yoga Day. And without much further ado, we will just start directly into the quiz. I think it's been eagerly awaited, hopefully, and we will be doing this with 2 devices. I hope all of you are familiar with the Kahoot rules. And in case if anybody has a doubt, do please unmute yourself and let me know if you have any questions. Other than that, these are the things. You have to have 2 devices with Kahoot app downloaded, or one will be showing you the questions, and one you can answer it from one device. You can answer from. If you don't have the app, you can go on to www.kahoot.it, and then you can enter the pin, which will be displayed after some time, and you can start playing in that, right? Yes, Satakshi, do you have any question? Please.
So I think they can't unmute, so maybe you can chat in the thing. So like she was saying, you need to have two devices, one device for seeing the questions, which will be displayed on the Zoom screen. Okay, so on the Zoom screen, the screen will be shared. On the second device, which is ideally a phone or something, you can either go to Kahoot app if you already have downloaded it. And if not, you can just go to a web browser and just type kahoot.it, kahoot.it. And you can just reach the screen. Yes. So I'm already seeing some of the kids showing me the phone and other things. Yes. So I don't know. Some people are asking questions. Just a second. Let me see if I can unmute it.
Yeah, the game pin will be shown once we start the quiz. The game pin.
Game
Okay.
will be shown. Yeah, you're right. So I think people are impatient.
Yes. Okay, so and then you will have the time limit shown. I think you are all well aware of the Kahoot rules. So you will have the time limit shown on your left side of the screen. So, and please be on mute. Finally, after all these quizzes, you have the top 5 winners will receive a certificate from Indian Embassy and also a trophy. So this is going to be a good game of quiz. So let's get started.
So just 1 second, I'll just temporarily unmute. I'll allow the option for a temporarily unmute. If anybody wants to really unmute and ask, just give me a second.
Yeah.
Anybody
has questions? Yeah.
A lot of people are raising hands. So I really hope they don't have an issue.
Do we need to keep video on? No, I think Raksha and Rakshit. No, you
don't have to keep. Yeah, just ask the question one by one.
Yeah. Teacher, what is me, sir? Game pin. Teacher, can we use multiple screen in laptop? Sir, can we use multiple screen in laptop? Game pin. I don't know the game pin. Can we use multiple screen in laptop?
Use multiple screen in laptop, but
I need some help. Sir, can we use multiple screen in laptop? What is the game pin?
yes, you can use multiple screen in laptop.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Game pin is not given yet.
game pin is not yet given, please. Yeah,
Okay,
once
sir,
we
thank you.
start, the game pin will be
Can we on the laptop?
Gayatri, you can start sharing the screen.
You will send them
Actually, we are twins. Ma'am, we are twins, and that's why we are using one device.
Is
Is that okay?
Use only one name. Use only one name. If you are twins, use one name. Or use two devices.
Can I use only one device? I can use multiple screen.
Aisha, Abdullah, Furqan, Shadma, Alkama, Aisha, Fatima, Abdullah, Furqan, Kashif.
Teacher, I am only using one device.
If you are using one device, it will be difficult for you to answer. If you are using one device, it will be difficult for you to answer.
मेरे ताज ओ कभी मैंने ले लिया
Teacher, I am only using one device.
Okay, if you can click on Classic, Gayatri, I think it will already show the
yeah,
game.
I will display the pin. So can we start now, Ajay?
Yeah, you just display the pin. I think a lot of people are just waiting for the pin.
Okay.
So I heard some of the questions saying, can I use only one device? You can use one device, but it will slow you down because there are points for answering in quickly. So if you look at the question in one device and answer in the other, it will be faster. Okay, and one device, one person only can use. Okay, one device, one person can use. If you are two people, unfortunately, only use one name.
The pin is on, guys. So let's get started.
The pin you can see on the screen. No, please use your first name and
your, please use your name and the school. If it is Niranjan and Indian School Bahrain, you please start as Niranjan and ISB. Please include the school name, school initials in your user nicknames.
So if you have not done it already, you can exit and join again.
Exit and join.
The reason we need is we need to identify the student at the end. So please use your first name and the school abbreviation. So if it is a New Millennium, use NMS. For Indian School, use ISB. So similar and so on for each of your schools. So if you have not used, if you already typed within the name, just exit and join back again. We'll wait for you. The pin is displayed on the screen, 7775362. I see a lot of people are doing it right, like Ayush, NIS, etc. So just you do the same thing, just use your first name and the abbreviation of your school. If you have not done it already, just exit and join again.
There is a name with Space Crane. Can you please use your name and the school?
Somebody said I made a mistake. Doesn't matter. You just exit and join again. Somebody is asking how should we join the quiz. I mentioned already. Go to either Kahoot app on your phone or kahoot.it, kahoot.it on the web browser. Just type that, and it will ask you for the pin, and then just type the pin which is shown here on the screen.
Okay, there was one 7B Gayatri. Can you please log in as Gayatri and your school name? Ashwati Rajesh. Can you please log in with your school name also, please? Sable George. If it is the Asian school, kindly do it as AS. I guess the Asian school will be that will be fine.
ASB or whatever, yeah.
ASB. Spider-Man, can you please write your school name also?
Yeah, and no, we don't want. I mean, like Vaiga Vinod 4B of which school would be more relevant? Vaiga.
So anybody is having fun, we will also have fun. We'll just remove them.
Yes. Vaiga Vinod, right? Vaiga. 4B you have written. Kindly log out and join back with your school name.
Yeah, please use your first name and the school name abbreviation. Please.
Brave Leopard. Brave Leopard, please use your name and your school name.
Brave Leopard, be brave and give your name. So a lot of children have written it done very well. So good for that.
Hashim. Yeah, Hashim. Can you please add your school name as well? And shut up. Okay. Can you please we will do that on mute after the quiz. Can you just please add your...
So you cannot type the full name and the school. So please try to use the first name and the school name. Yeah, that's why we're saying you use abbreviation. There is a limitation in the character that you can
Kashvi
type.
Gautam. It could just be Kashvi and your school name. Yeah.
Yeah, Alnoor, you can write Alnoor. Doesn't matter. As long as it's fit into the screen and we are able to see it, that's fine. So anybody who just use only the name, please exit and join again.
Stop chatting. Yeah, we have to chat because we are doing a quiz on Kahoot. So can you please give your name?
Very good, Ananya. Yes, now you are in, Ananya. No, you cannot put the same name on two. Play
So
from
one person, one device. Okay,
Yes.
one time only you can participate. You can't participate twice.
Kindly also note that if the names and the schools are not given and the proper nickname is not given on the thing, we will not be able to give you the prize. The next winner with a proper name and the school will be given, will be preferred.
Yes, correct. If you're just playing for fun, you can use whatever you want. Yes, we would request you to just use your first name and the school abbreviation, please.
Yes. Shut up and stop chatting will not look good on certificates.
Yes, Shiraz, you can join as a student. Put your name and the school name.
I See, people are still joining, so I think people are those who joined already quickly, very good. But just have a little patience so that we give more opportunity for others who want to join. So we will just, time is now 11:38, so we'll start at 11:40 sharp. Okay.
Yeah, start quiz. I hope you got the answer. We'll start it at 11:40. Please do the username. Yeah,
11:40 sharp. We will start. So whoever has not joined or who have only gave their name without the school, etc., please exit and join again.
Anvi, Giriraj, put your school name as well.
We have about a minute to go. I hope all of you are ready. You have your two devices, one to see the question and one to answer. So the questions, if you answer it correctly, the points are given depending on the speed in which you answer. So the people who answer quicker, they get more points. Everybody will get points if you answer correctly, but the faster you are, the more points you get.
Yeah, once you start, you won't be able to see
the question on Zoom and answer it on your mobile.
Correct.
Once you start, you can't go back and change your names.
So I have a very valid point. I think once the quiz is starting, I'm going to disable the chat so that we don't get comments over and over it, because I think that's going to disturb the answering.
Yes, Gauri. Correct. Yes. Yeah, you are in now.
Ajay, can we start? If it's at 11:40, can we lock it, or how are we going to go about it?
I guess we have almost 387 participants. 390.
You can lock it.
I guess quickly kids are joining.
Lock it at 400 if we go up to that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've disabled the chat now, so you can start.
Yeah, so these are okay. Children will be going to this questions. All pretty doable, and I hope you have fun. And these, more than a quiz, it's more of creating awareness regarding yoga and how what a great thing we have, like as Indians, this culture of yoga. So
Gayatri, can you put it on full screen in the right top corner? You can expand it to full screen.
Full screen, which one?
On the right top side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Sharmila, you can take some screenshots if possible.
Yes.
So can I start now, Ajay?
Yes, please.
So simple questions and fastest fingers first will be the winners. So I'm starting it. Sharmila and Ajay, should I lock it or how do I?
Yes, lock it. Please.
So I'm locking, and then 3, 2, 1, and then here we go with the first question. What is the literal meaning of yoga? A system of philosophy and meditation, inner peace, and union and controlled breathing. Okay, so union is the right answer. 91 of you have answered. The word yoga is derived from the Sanskrit root yuj, meaning to join or to unite. This practice of yoga leads to union or harmony of body and mind. So let's see who have started in the top 5 with the first question. Yeah, Harshada from NMS, and followed by Sai, Sanish, Drupad, and Neha. So it's just the beginning. Let's go on to the next question. When was the first International Yoga Day celebrated? $150, $180, and answers are coming in fast and quick. Very good. That's an excellent maximum number of right answers, 136. So yes, the first International Day of Yoga was celebrated on June 21, 2015. And it has been following its inception in the United National General Assembly in 2014. So it was formally, added to this international days by the United Nations on June 2014. And every year since then, June 21st of every year has been celebrated as International Day of Yoga. Now, let's see if there is any change. Yeah, Amit comes up top, Drupad, Sai, and Raki, and Mihir. And Shamas is the highest climber from ISB. So next, going on to the next question. What does prana mean? It's a union of mind and soul, deep sleep, or a life-giving force, or duality in balance. Quick, quick, we have fingers flying on the mobiles. Life-giving force. Prana is the life-giving force which flows us through all the living creatures through surrounding it. So this is the prana, the breath, what we take. And we have a change in the table. Mihir comes on top, followed by Sai, and Rajesh, Lavit, and Palak Yadav. Question number 4. Who is known as Adi Yogi? Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, Lord Ganesha, Lord Shiva. Five more seconds, and I already have 300 answers. Brilliant. With more than 200 right answers, Lord Shiva is the Adi Yogi or the first yogi. He is the originator of yoga. And Sai on top, followed by Nivedya, Adya, Shreya, and Rihanna. 13 players with answer streak of 3. Yes, we've just started. We have total of 25 questions, 21 more to go. So just keep your fingers ready. Who is the father of modern yoga? Maharishi Patanjali, Tirumalai Krishnamacharya, BKS Iyengar, or Baba Ramdev? Three seconds, 2, 1, and we already have, yes, 3. Is Tirumalai Krishnamacharya is the right answer. Tirumalai Krishnamacharya is widely regarded as the most influential yoga teacher of the 20th century. He is widely considered as the architect of Vinyasa, and some of his famous students include Patabi Joyce, BKS Iyengar, and TKV Desikachar. Each of them yoga greats in their own right. So going to the next question, 144 of you have given the right answer to this. Going on to the next question. Sai and Nivedya continue to lead the table, which followed by Shreya, Ashwati, and Joy Parkhi. How many classic asanas are enlisted in the initial text? 58, 84, 108, or 21? The initial text of yoga, how many asanas did they contain? 58, 84, 108, or 21? Yes, they had contained 84 asanas, though many of them were added later. The initial text had only 84 asanas. Let's see if there are any changes in the table. Yes, Nivedya is on the top, followed by Ashwati and Jui Parki and Sai Parki and Fazan. So all have crossed the 5,000 threshold as well. Excellent. So now going on to the next question. What is the theme for International Yoga Day 2021? Yoga for well-being, yoga for health, and yoga at home, yoga for peace, yoga for heart. Yoga for well-being is a theme for this year. Yoga for health and yoga at home was for the last year, 2020, when we had at this beginning of this pandemic, when social distances were all being maintained. So it was all yoga at home, stay safe. Even now, stay at home, stay safe. As per this UN website, International Yoga Day 2021, UN note actually, yoga for well-being is the international, theme for the International Yoga Day, and how the practice of yoga can promote holistic health during this time of pandemic. People are more psychologically affected, and yoga is a good stress buster and provides more relief. And overall practice of yoga gives a good well-being for the whole of humanity. And this has never been more relevant till now, is what the UN official note has said. So yoga for well-being is the theme for 2021 International Day of Yoga. Next, going on to the next question. Yeah, we have Fazan move up 5,999. Ooh, that's one short of 6,000. And Shamas, Sai, Vedavati, and Amit. Good running. And Arunima is back in the game with 3 in a row. Excellent. We are just nearly one third about, through the game. Going to the next question. What is this asana called? Nidrasana, Shavasana, Makarasana, Naukasana. One second. And yes, it is Shavasana indeed. 200 of you have answered it rightly. Shavasana is one of the actually most, people take it as a joke as well. Like when you ask people what yoga do you do, they say the only thing we do is Shavasana. It's not sleeping. People relate it to sleeping, but it's not exactly sleeping. It looks very effortless, this pose, just lie down or whatever, but it needs lots of patience. And that's why it could be challenging. And the benefits of this asana, it keeps the heart rate and BP low, helps it reduce insomnia, anxiety, and it improves memory and concentration. Okay, so Shavasana is not just lying down and sleeping. It has so much more to it, just like all the other asanas. And we have Fazan on top with 6,794 and Nivedya followed by Nivedya, Amit, Srihari and Samhita. Abhinav is back with an answer streak of 3. Way to go. And we are moving to the next question. Where can you find this artwork of Surya Namaskar poses? Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj International Airport, Mumbai, Cochin International Airport, Nedumasheri, Chennai International Airport, Chennai, Indira Gandhi International Airport, New Delhi. 5 seconds to go. Indira Gandhi International Airport it is. That is the correct answer. This was created by the sculptor Nikhil Bhandari. So these days, the first thing where, India can showcase their culture, the first glimpse of where foreigners come in is the airports. So their airport has become a place where we can showcase our culture. So this Surya Namaskar poses show a glimpse of what yoga is all about to the arrivals from various other countries. Fazan and Nivedya retaining the lead, followed by Samhita on the 3rd place, Joey, Parki and Vedavati completing the top 5. That's a huge jump. Hafaz from Asian School. Let's go to the next question. To which list was yoga added by UNESCO in 2016? Intangible Cultural Heritage List, World Heritage List, Ancient Practices List, Ancient Culture List. Exactly, it's Intangible Cultural Heritage List. In 2016, 45 of you have given it a right answer. Though it is an heritage, though it is an ancient practice, though it is an ancient culture, the Intangible Cultural Heritage List is what is prepared by the UNESCO. And in 2016, yoga was added to this list, prestigious list, along with Cuba's Rumba and Peruvian scissors dance. Apart from this, Kumbh Mela, Chow dance, and Ram Leela and tradition of Vedic chanting have all been added to this prestigious list, right, starting from 2008. Moving on to the next question, but before that, we will see if there are any changes in the table. Samhita on top, Gayatri, followed by Gayatri. Hi, my namesake, and Sai, Amit, and Fazan. They complete the top 5. And all of you have crossed the threshold of 7,000. That's a great thing. So going to the next question. In which Veda can we first find a mention of yoga? The Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, or Atharva Veda? Rig Veda it is. This 175 of you have answered it correctly, and it is the oldest Veda. And from that you can always, like, you can imagine how old is this practice of yoga, and how relevant it is still today, even after so many thousands of years. So Amit, Sai, Nivedya, Shamas, and Samhita are on the leaderboard. And Annabella, welcome back to the game. So next question. Identify this asana and pose. Cow pose or Bithilasana, camel pose or Ustrasana, child's pose or Balasana, crocodile pose or Makarasana. Yes, child's pose it is. Balasana. It is the Balasana. 134 of you have answered it right. And this pose helps calm the brain. It relieves stress and eases the lower back pain. So, this is a good stress reliever and one of the easiest poses in yoga. Yeah, the leaderboard hasn't changed. And Amit has crossed 9,000, followed by Sai, Nivedya, Shamas, and Samhita, or complete the leaderboard. And Aryan is the highest climber, 60 places. That's a huge jump, Aryan. Which form of yoga is practiced in a warm room with temperature set at 105 Fahrenheit or 40 degrees centigrade? Iyengar yoga, Hatha yoga, Bikram yoga, or Sai yoga? Bikram yoga it is, and 86 of you have answered it correctly. Bikram yoga is it's set. The yoga happens during, with this temperature set in the room, just to replicate the climate of India in which yoga originated. This actually consists of a set 26 postures, 24 postures, and 2 pranayams. So this is a very high intensity yoga, it can be said. On to the next question. Before that, Nivedya, Samhita, Amit Sai, and Soni De Silva, welcome to the leaderboard. And Nivedya has crossed 10,000. That's a wonderful thing. Next question. How many chakras are there in the human body? 3, 5, 7, 9. Yes, 171 of you have answered it correctly. 7 is the number of chakras in a human body. There are 7 chakras between the base of the spine and the top of the head. So the balance of these chakras are very important to well-being of a human, emotionally, physically. So this yoga, the practice of yoga helps in keeping these chakras balanced. Let's see the changes, if any, in the leaderboard. Nivedya is on top, back on top, I guess. Samhita, Amit, Say, Soni. And all the leaders have crossed 10K. That's excellent. And Soni De Silva, I like the round number of 10,000. Next question. Who wrote the book on yoga, the Yoga Sutras? Tirumalai Krishnamacharya, Maharishi Patanjali, BKS Iyengar, or Charaka? Maharishi Patanjali it is. So he is the one who did a treatise on Yoga Sutras, which had found it is a foundational text of yoga's philosophy. Nivedya, Samhita continue to be on the first and second position, followed by Amit, Sai, and Vijayesh. We have the last 10 questions coming up. The next question. Identify this person who was the oldest yoga teacher in India till she passed away in 2019. V. Nanammal, Timmaka, Indra Devi, Gauri Ammal. She's trained over 1 million students over the 45 years, and she has taught 100 students every day. And V. Nanammal it is. 90 of you have answered it correctly. She was awarded the Nari Shakti Puraskar in 2016 and Padma Shri in 2018. Samhita reaches the top, and Amit, Nivedya complete the top 3, and Sai and Soni De Silva are on the complete the leaderboard. Very few difference between the top 1, 2, and 3. So buckle up, and we are going to the next question. Fastest finger first. Who is known as the first lady of yoga whose original name was Eugenie Peterson? Indra Devi, Rukmini Devi, Lakshmi Devi, and Sarla Devi. The picture might help you. Have a look at the picture. You might get a hint there. Indra Devi it is. 146 of you all have answered it right. Born in Latvia, which is now known as Latvia, Eugenie Peterson, she came to India. She became a film star, adopted the screen name of Indra Devi. She was one of the first women students of the father of modern yoga we saw in earlier question, Krishnamacharya. She popularized yoga in the West and more in Hollywood. She had many celebrity students from the Hollywood. So she's known as the first lady of yoga. Let's see the toppers list. Samhita is on top and Nivedya back to number 2, Soni, Amit and Sai. Excellent. Very good. And the differences are not huge between the toppers. Going to the next question. Name this asana, which is also the name of the weapon of one of Lord Vishnu's avatar. Halasana, Garudasana, Dandasana, Dhanurasana. Yes, Halasana it is. It was the avatar of Lord Vishnu, Balram. His weapon was Halasana, the plow. This benefits, this asana is again relieves stress as to most of all the asanas. It's one of the most stress relieving activity to do. It eases back pain and enhances endocrine function, and it supports healthy digestion. Samhita, Nivedya continue to hold fort on the top, and Amit, Soni, and Amrita complete the leaderboard. Going on to question number 19. Amrita Siddhi is the earliest text on which branch of yoga? Sahaja Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Hatha Yoga, Artistic Yoga. Hatha Yoga is the right answer. This is one of the foundational texts of Hatha Yoga, Amrita Siddhi. And Soni comes on top, and Samhita number 2, and Nivedya, Sai, and Amit complete the leaderboard. And Hartik from NHS is having a huge jump of 42 places. Next question. Which book has been said to influence Elvis Presley, George Harrison, Steve Jobs, among millions of others? Autobiography of an Yogi, Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, Bhagavad Gita, The Heart of Yoga. Autobiography of an Yogi it is. They were also inspired. George Harrison and Steve Jobs even had this given to people who have attended his memorial service. He had actually arranged it. About 500 books he had ordered, and everybody got a nice brown package. And in it was this book, which he was majorly influenced by. This book was written in 1946 by Paramahansa Yogananda, and it still holds relevant. It's also in the 100 spiritual books, the best 100 spiritual books. So we have now completed 20 of the questions. We'll be moving on to the last 5. And now we will do the table. We will check the table now. Soni, Sai, and Samhita, Nivedya, Amit holding strong in their positions, not letting go. And not much difference in points as well. Train number 19,031 from Ahmedabad to Haridwar, earlier known as Haridwar Mail, is now known as Yogi Express, Yuga Express, Yoga Express, and Yoga Express. Yes, the answer had revealed itself there. It is 153 of you have answered it rightly, the Yoga Express. This was done as a precursor to the celebrations of International Yoga Day in 2015. So this is Yoga Express and Lok Shakti Express it is called. So this train is from Ahmedabad and goes on to Haridwar. The table now. Soni and Sai, Samhita, Vedavati, and Gayatri are the leaderboarders now. And yes, the top 2 don't have much of a difference. The difference is very, very less. Going on to the next question. Which cricketing superstar said that he prefers yoga over gym? Virat Kohli, Chris Gayle, David Warner, or MS Dhoni? Chris Gayle it is. Yeah, Chris Gayle. Only 55 of you have given the answer. Yes, Virat Kohli and all are there. But this was this specific statement was given by Chris Gayle in 2019. He was actually struggling in form, and finally, Kings 11 Punjab, now Punjab Kings, picked him up, and he had actually, people were not expecting much from him, and he hit a power-packed 104 of 63 balls with 11 massive sixes. And when he was asked what kind of caused the turnaround after the struggling form with health issues, he said that yoga helped him a lot. And this yoga, it was suggested by Sehwag to him to continue doing yoga, and so this will help him, and it indeed did help. The Ayush Ministry in their Facebook page also have a poster which says that if Chris Gayle can, if yoga works wonders for Chris Gayle, it can do for you as well. Okay, I'm just paraphrasing it, but the essence is the same. Let's see the table now. Yes, Sony, Say, Samhita, and Vedavati, and Jacob is the new entrant. Jacob has the highest chances streak of 4. That's wonderful, Jacob. And yes, the differences are lessening. Let's go to the next question. The 3, 2, 1, the last 3 questions. Question number 23. Which brand launched the yoga series of laptops? Well, yoga is not just for humans. There is a brand which actually launched their laptops with the name Yoga. Asus or HP, Dell or Lenovo. Lenovo it is. 153 of you have answered it correctly. They had the Lenovo had given this particular name because of a hinge, due to the hinge screen. You can have it in multiple form, this particular laptop. So due to its flexibility, it was the brand name Yoga was given to that particular series of laptops and tablets. Sai moves on top. Sony, Vedavati, Samhita, and Jacob complete the leaderboard. So the difference is they're all catching up, very few. 7 points of difference between Sai and Sony. Very good. Excellent. Now the competition is heating up. The next question, penultimate question. It's going to be a double point. What kind of eating habits does yoga encourage? Food that makes us lethargic, tamasic, or food that makes us restless, rajasic, food that makes us energetic and feel light, none of the above. I'm sorry, this doesn't have a double point. Yes, 219 of you have answered it correctly. Food that makes us energetic and feel light. Believe it or not, whatever we have, we eat, it kind of has an impact on our personality. So you eat food which is energetic and feel light, you'll always be enthusiastic. And let's see the leaderboard of the penultimate question. Sai, Sony, Vedavati, Samhita have not given up their spaces, and Amrita has moved into the top 5. And the next question, the final question, here it goes. It's a double point question. What are the benefits of yoga? Encourage mindfulness, improve strength and flexibility, relieve stress, and all of the above. Indeed, it is all of the above. 262 of you have answered it correctly. And I'm sure now that you know how a wonderful thing yoga is. I hope you just go and, kind of practice yoga for yourself, see for yourself how it is improving your life quality. And Ajay, can we see the final position now?
Yeah, Gayatri, I guess you can.
Yeah, okay, Sharmila. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. The final position after 25 questions. I hope you had a good time. I hope you learned something new from this. Let's, yeah. Samhita is in third position. Sony De Silva in second. And the winner of today's quiz is Sai from ASB. Amrita and Lasya are the runner-ups. Congratulations, Sai. Congratulations, Samhita and Sony. Very well done. And with this, we finish this quiz. Yeah. Over to you, Sharmila.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Gayatri. Can we have one thing? Whoever were the winners, can we have those kids add with your picture? A pen to them. So whoever were the winners, with Ajay as well.
Yeah, if you can just let us know. I'll just activate the chat.
I'll just tell it. It's Sai from ASB, Sony De Silva, Samhita, and fourth and fifth.
Amrita and Lasya.
Yeah. Can we have? And if we can pin them.
Me?
No, I'm doing it. Sony.
Yeah.
It was nice quiz, Gayatri. Even we enjoyed it. I hope the kids must have equally enjoyed it.
Sai Srivatsa?
It was just Sai from ASB.
Sai, is it you? Just can you show it? Can you just show your thumbs up? It is him?
Yeah,
okay.
that's Sai Srivatsa, yeah.
And who was the other one? Lasya?
Amrita and Lasya.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sony.
So Amrita, is this all correct? Am I right? The people who won? If it not, just show me a thumbs down, okay?
Thumbs up, Samhita, yes. Sony, yes. And Lasya and Amrita, yeah.
Okay. So
I hope you all enjoyed. Yeah. Sai, your camera, please. Please switch on the video.
If you can pin yourself also.
Yeah, just
congrats, everybody.
Congratulations. Well done.
Just a second.
See, in this, as much as this has been the fastest fingers first, so I'm sure you will all are winners and learning to. The ultimate prize in a quiz is knowledge. So I'm sure you would have gained something.
I'm just having a problem with my screen. Are you able to add me on the spotlight?
Yeah, I will do that.
And yourself also.
There now, I guess.
Yeah.
I think I'm not able to do for me. Because I'm not the host, probably.
Just a second. Let me see.
Am I the host? So should I pin you?
Yeah, I've done it.
Okay. Okay. I guess if we can now take a screenshot.
Can somebody take it as well?
Just hold on. Just hold on.
I think people are just chatting too much.
Yeah, the chat is actually coming in the way.
Okay, I think it's fine.
You took it, Ajay?
One more, yeah. Okay, done.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks a lot.
I hope all of you enjoyed and learned a lot of new things. And thank you so much, Gayatri, for handling the quiz session.
Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the opportunity, Ajay. Thank you.
You are famous for your trivia, and I think we could see a lot of trivia questions during the entire session. So it was really enjoyable. So so I hope, I mean, I'm really happy with the level of participation. We had more than almost close to 400 people,
yes,
logged in for the
quite
quiz.
a huge number.
Just
I'm
shows
so
the level
happy.
of your interest to learn, knowledge. And not only this, I think we encourage you to participate in other quizzes also, join some quiz clubs or keep your quest for knowledge going. So with that, I wish everyone a good day, and thank you so much. Vineet, are you there? Probably not there. So anyway, so I think we will close the session now. So have a good day, and hope you had fun today. Bye.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.